I don't want to use one. 695,000. Give me 100. I want to have 100. We got that part already. Just give me 100. Just send me a number that has 100. Give me a number that has 100. 500 what? 535. I don't want to use one because I want us to work for it, right? All right, I'll wait on you too. You got to start swinging that. You got to put it on. Again, I will wait on you too. I'll wait on you too. We'll wait. You ain't writing nothing. I'm doing an anchor chart. We're not writing anything. I'm doing an anchor chart. So right now, you just need to have your focus here. That's it. And all these people with these name calling, these people are not listening. I will be calling your parents. I am not going to tolerate this foolishness in tutoring. Will not. So we're going to round this number 695,535. We're going to round it to the nearest. Nearest 100. 1,000 and 10,000. And 10,000. We're going to round it to all three of them, okay? And 10,000. You okay? Okay. Get up, baby. She said she's okay. That was my first concern. So if I'm rounding it to the nearest 100, what you all need to do, I'll wait. You still playing around, sweetheart. Still playing around. I'm gonna go ahead and rewrite the number. And this is the same strategy that you guys are going to do. So if I'm rounding to the nearest 100, I gotta know what digit is in my hundreds place. So there's a rap that goes along with finding the place. Ones, tens, hundreds. So I know rounding to the right. So when we round to the nearest 100,000, whatever we round to, we're gonna circle two digits. So I'm gonna circle the hundreds and the 10 because that's the only number that I'm rounding. Okay. So I'm gonna ask, so it's just like I'm rounding to the nearest 10. So I'm gonna ask myself, is 53 closer to 50 or 60? That's what I'm asking myself. So I am 3 away from 50, and I am, don't do that, sir. And I am 7 away from 60. So now the question would be, who will I get to first? Who will I get to first, class? 50. All the digits to the right becomes zero. There is only one digit to the right. All the other digits are going to stay the same. Okay? So you can put your comma and you can just bring down all the other digits. That's rounded to the nearest 100. What's your question? Where's the water, sweetheart? Oh, can you get water? All right. Now we got to round to the nearest 1,000. This time I want your help. First, you're gonna tell me what digit is in the thousands place. Show of hands. What digit is in the thousands place?
The 5 after the 9.
Who?
The 5 that's next to the 9.
The 5 that's next to the. So, how many digits are we going to circle right here?
2.
Which two?
9, 5.
Thumbs up if you agree with her. Thumbs down if you disagree. What we gonna circle?
Circle. The 5 that's there, and that 5 right there.
Say the number, baby. Not a 5 right there. No, 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 no. Not a 5 right there and a 5 right there. When you put a 5 and a 5 together, what number is that? There you go. That's what we're circling, 55. All right, I gotta wait on the people over here. I gotta wait on the people over here. Excuse me, ma'am. That is not what you should be doing over there. Please put that carton in the trash. Huh? No, you ain't gotta pour it out. You get to put it in the trash. You wasting time. You should see it down. A or C. All right, so now I'm gonna rewrite my number again. 695,535. I'm gonna circle 55. What question am I going to ask myself? All right, yeah. Which one is it closer to? It's halfway. So when it's halfway, what do we do? Round up or down? Oh, so this becomes 60. The digit to the right becomes?
Zero.
The digits to the right. How many digits are there to the right of 60? How many? How many? 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Also, 1,000 has how many zeros? 3. How many zeros do you see? 3. There you go. And all the other digits are going to stay the next number. Now, let me see if I can find a. Let me see if I see something.
No, it's around it, bro.
No. I'm gonna give you this, and you're gonna run into the nearest 10,000 using the same strategy that we have there. Okay, when you circle the 2 digits, okay, you're gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna give you this, and you're gonna do the same strategy. I don't know where his scissors are. Let me see who's being very nice and quiet, waiting on further instruction, because they're not having a conversation. You shouldn't be having a conversation anyway. You need to go get water, sir. When I give it to you, you can go ahead and work it out. Put your name and date on it. Put your name and date on it and go ahead and work it out. You're gonna please stop tapping on the table or the desk. You're gonna round it to the nearest 10,000. That's what you're rounding it to. The nearest 10,000.
We got the same number.
You do whatever you like. If you were paying attention, you would know exactly what you're supposed to do. If you were paying attention, you would know. Because I said what we're going to do. So it's up to you to apply yourself. Because I've said what you're doing. And so it's important to pay attention and look at Miss McCord because right now I'm the attention.
I've heard of this.
And I modeled it too. I modeled what you need to do as well.
Who said
You're gonna round it to the nearest 10,000. And when you're done with it, I need it. Put your name and date on it.
KC? Yeah.
And then we're gonna go ahead and grab your Chromebook.
We make up one number.
Somebody asked me, can they make their own number?
On the thing.
That means you were not listening. You were not.
Get that drink.
You were not listening. If you asked me, can you create your own number? That is not what I said to do. I said to do what, guys? Round to the what?
10,000. Number to 10,000.
There you go. That was the instruction. All right, I'm going to TikTok now.